It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome in to your Daily Community Briefing here live on WBON TV Channel 9. Michael Watkins here with you on this Wednesday edition. Lots to get to, and we'll jump right in. But first, we'll tell you who sponsors our great newscast here on WBON TV. We're brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair. Get your power equipment ready for spring at Bishop Small Engine Repair. Bishop's is there to service your mower, and they are located on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We're also brought to you by Affordable Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122. And Mountain Adventures. Get everything you need for your next family meal at Mountain Adventures. They've got all the fruits, vegetables, and locally produced meats, and they are located at 70 River Drive in Irvin. Leading us off today, a multi-vehicle wreck at the Robert R. Martin Bypass and Transport Drive in Richmond Tuesday afternoon has resulted in the death of a local woman. According to Madison County Coroner Jimmy Cornelson, the woman has been identified as 39-year-old Jennifer Rodas. The coroner says that the scene is still being investigated by the reconstruction team. However, he believes that the car Rodas was in was attempting to turn left into the dollar store when it was struck by an oncoming vehicle. The roadway was closed for multiple hours Tuesday afternoon as crews worked to clear the area. Well, a 3-month-long paving project begins today in Richmond. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet advises motorists of a resurfacing project for the Eastern Bypass and KY 876. The work will include loop testing and sidewalk improvements along with resurfacing. Installation operations for traffic loop sensors will be in effect for traffic counting stations. The loops collect data for the ADT, which is the average daily traffic count. The project was awarded to the Allen Company for the amount of over $1.5 million on Wednesday, April the 14th through Wednesday, June the 30th. Work will begin from 6 p.m. until 6 a.m. Note that the work will begin from Monday through Friday schedule and then progress to a Monday to Sunday schedule with hours for paving from 7 p.m. until 6 a.m. on the evenings and mornings. Some work could be performed during daytime hours between the times of 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. The Eastern Bypass and KY 876 operations will be in effect between Porter Drive, which is mile point 7.508, and US 25, which is mile point 9.959. This location begins about a quarter mile east of South North Porter Drive and extends east to US 25. One lane will remain open at all times for motorists. All work and closures are scheduled on a tentative basis and subject to change depending on weather, emergencies, and other factors beyond the control of the Department of Highways. Well, after breaking ground at the construction site of the new business Buc-ee's yesterday, Governor Beshear then made his way to the Central Kentucky Airport to sign a bill that would offer the EKU aviation program a very helpful sum of money. With that story, here is WBON TV's Austin Hanks.
All right. I think today is Richmond and Madison County Day in the Commonwealth. And I gotta tell you, if you ever need it, listen to it. That's the sound of progress. If you ever needed a good example of what an airport can mean for a community like this, that's the airplane of the corporation that just broke ground a little bit across town today, and it's going to bring 200 jobs to the region.
After leaving the Buc-ee's groundbreak ceremony, Governor Beshear headed to the Central Kentucky Airport for the signing of a new bill that could potentially offer the EKU aviation program a large amount of funding.
In just a few moments, I will be signing House Bill 158. This important legislation will move EKU and all of Central Kentucky in the right direction. In 2020, the General Assembly allocated $8 million for EKU aviation. Of that, $5 million was designated for equipment, allowing EKU to expand its aircraft fleet among other purchases. The remaining $3 million is earmarked to construct a flight training center right here at the Central Kentucky Regional Airport. House Bill 158 is going to make that a reality.
Beshear continued to speak about the airport progress and also stopped to thank the combined effort of those involved.
This legislation allows for an airport board that adds the proper and needed representation of EKU among other shareholders, including Berea, Richmond, and Madison County. And we're seeing here today how well y'all all work together. That's what Team Kentucky is all about. Knowing that something lands in Richmond, it helps Berea. Knowing that if something lands in Berea, it helps Richmond. And knowing that more planes land in this airport, we help everybody out in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. That's what we've been pushing for.
Before proceeding with the signing, Governor Beshear welcomed 81st District Representative Deanna Frazier, Richmond Mayor Robert Blythe, and Berea Mayor Bruce Fraley to say a few words.
Not only for the students, the flight training facility, like you mentioned, the commercial aircraft is going to bring into our area, and it's just going to stay on this trajectory.
This is a tremendous opportunity for us to do with the university as it continues with its program here. It's a tremendous opportunity for us all to support one another. Happy to hear, I believe, that Beaver, the Bucky's operation, that Beaver landed here. Is that right? That's whose that is. Governor, thank you again for coming to Richmond and Madison County.
The next step will be running water and sewer to this airport. This airport is actually serviced by a septic system. So we do have to modernize our infrastructure. And I was talking with Mr. Atkins earlier, and there are opportunities to do that. The three of us together have come together to apply for an ARC grant. The ARC's already invested in the airport before, and we're hoping that they'll invest again, and we're waiting for a decision on that ARC grant, and also looking for the federal funds that may become available that we just recently learned about. So we'll continue to work with the governor's office and with Rocky and with our elected representatives, and hopefully be able to continue to modernize the airport. And of course, having EKU here with the kind of capital investment they can make in the airport is going to lift all boats. So we're very grateful to have our new partners, EKU, and thanks to all involved, and appreciate your time, and thank you all for being here.
The signing commenced as everyone celebrated this win for Madison County. For Channel 9 News, I'm Austin Hanks.
Thanks, Austin, for that story. Well, organizers of what is said to be Kentucky's oldest festival announced on social media that the event, Court Days in Mount Sterling, will be back on for 2021. Obviously, last year with many festivals, concerts, and other events being canceled because of the pandemic, now is the time that seems to be most of those things are coming back. Court Days has taken place, according to Mount Sterling Tourism, since 1794. Downtown streets will be closed, and the tourism department says they will work with local businesses to set up vendors, tons of shopping, and of course, live music and food. The event will take place October the 15th through the 18th this fall, following the hiatus during the heightened COVID restrictions of last year. It's now time for our first commercial break, folks. We appreciate you being with us. When we come back, we'll tell you where some traffic safety points are going to be at. Don't forget about that. And we've got lots more to get to when we come back on our newscast here live on WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvine. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvine, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is your outlet for bulk landscaping materials. They have served the community with their huge selection of decorative gravels and bulk mulch for over 16 years. Announcing new for 2021, Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is offering trees and shrubs. They serve landscapers, business owners, and homeowners alike. Add a landscape bed or spruce up your garden with plants and ground covers from Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply. Minutes from Richmond, just off exit 76 in Berea. 102 Spring Circle Drive, 986-2985.
Back here on our newscast on WBON TV Channel 9, Michael Watkins here with you. We're brought to you today by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue. Let Bluegrass Marble and Granite take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. We're also brought to you by Davis & Powell Funeral Home of Berea. Davis & Powell Funeral Home has the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis & Powell Funeral Home, and always growing children's resale store in Berea, just down from Berea Ace Hardware over in the Strip Mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, they will buy your children's gently worn clothes. Well, leading us off here in our second segment of the newscast, the Richmond Police Department will be conducting traffic safety checkpoints throughout April of this month. And the checkpoints will be at designated locations where statistics have shown a high number of vehicle crashes. Traffic safety checkpoints are a valuable tool used to enhance highway safety. During the checkpoints, officers will be enforcing traffic laws to reduce impaired driving and motor vehicle collisions. The improved locations will be Eastern Bypass KY 876, the Robert R. Martin Bypass US 25, Main Street on the Daniel Ellis Memorial Highway, Lexington Road and US 25, Lancaster Road and KY 52, and Barnes Mill Road. Well, on Monday, Samantha Burford and myself were joined by many guests on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. A few of those guests came from the Madison Central Swim and Dive team, where they talked about competing this year with the COVID restrictions and advancing to the state tournament.
This year's definitely been a lot different from years past. We've had, whenever it comes to training, we have to have only like a specific number of people in the pool. Like at Region this past weekend, we can't have any fans. Like people couldn't even, our teammates couldn't even be in there to watch. It was a lot harder, honestly. But we've made it through, and we all trained hard, and we all performed really well this weekend.
When you've got the COVID restrictions that were in place this year, did it affect you at all, or was it still kind of business as usual? We'll start with you.
I think, like Izzy said, it's definitely made it harder just because you want everyone to be there and you want that encouragement. But I feel like with our training, I know it's been different, but we've been very creative. We've all had a really positive attitude, and that's definitely helped. And just we've come together more as a team, I think, because of it, and we work really well together. And so it's been harder, but we've done really well.
What do you think has been the hardest part of the COVID restrictions this year?
I would say the season. It's been a super long season, so that's been really hard. Like our season's usually October to middle of February, and we've been going since October.
Oh, wow. So added on about a month and a half, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. So I think that's hard to like keep everyone motivated, and like I would get tired and be like, oh my gosh, I still have 4 more months. I think also just state, like in 2 weeks we won't get to be with the entire state. Like divided up by region, so there's a couple regions in each like division. So I think that's going to be hard, not really knowing your competition.
Olivia, whenever you talk about being in shape, what's different this year as opposed to other years when you're not as maybe in the shape that you would have been in?
Well, I'm not blaming it on COVID for sure, but I do think that all the coaches have done a good job, and teammates. Like we have 6 a.m. practices.
Oh, wow.
3 times a week, and I think for 15 kids to be there every day at 6 a.m. and then go to school, that's like way different than a lot of other sports.
That's dedication right there, and I think that's important. And Coach, 4 regional championships in a row. I mean, that's pretty impressive. And, we talked about it. You see the basketball team getting the coverage, and the baseball team, obviously, football team. So you have got a program that's right up there in the same ranks as competing for those regional titles as well.
Not only is it academics that we excel at, we have above a 4.0 average collectively as our team. I'm very proud of that. So our academics is awesome. But we also have kids that have bought in, and they listen to what the plan is. And like she said, the season has been lengthened. And it's been really challenging for everybody to keep these kids motivated.
Yeah.
So we kind of always got to reiterate, stay the course. Putting in hard work is going to pay off. And those morning practices definitely have done a good job with that. Speaking of the relay, outstanding job. Couldn't be more happy for these ladies. We're pleased with where we stand, and we got 10 girls that are going to go to state, 7 boys that are going to go to state. And we will compete in 2 weeks down in Barberville.
If you miss any of the sports show, you can go back and watch the entirety on the WBON TV Facebook page or the WBON TV YouTube channel. Well, the Richmond Parks and Recreation has announced that their Adventure Falls facility is now open. You can come out and enjoy every day of the week for mini golf and batting cage access. Tee time registration is highly recommended to ensure availability. They will be following all COVID-19 guidelines on the site. And the current schedule is this: Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., and on Sunday from noon to 9 p.m. For more information or to register for tee times, you can go to the Adventure Falls website, and for more facility information, you can go to parks.richmond.ky.us. It's now time for our second commercial break on the newscast today. Folks, we appreciate you being with us. When we come back, lots more to get to, so don't change that dial. We'll be right back on the WBON TV newscast on WBON TV Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvine. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvine, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is your outlet for bulk landscaping materials. They have served the community with their huge selection of decorative gravels and bulk mulch for over 16 years. Announcing new for 2021, Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is offering trees and shrubs. They serve landscapers, business owners, and homeowners alike. Add a landscape bed or spruce up your garden with plants and ground covers from Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply. Minutes from Richmond, just off exit 76 in Berea. 102 Spring Circle Drive, 986-2985.
Back here on WBON TV Channel 9, Michael Watkins here with you on this Wednesday edition. Our newscast brought to you by Jennings Auto Parts, Kingston Shell, and Thorough Truck Towing. Before we look at the individual county coronavirus numbers and give you the current incidence rates, let's get a recap of the governor report from yesterday with WBON TV's Ron Likens, where the governor talks about the latest COVID numbers and more information on the pausing of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Tuesday, there were 799 new cases of COVID-19 reported in the state, along with 3 new deaths. The positivity rate is showing a slight increase and now stands at 3.20%. There are now 405 hospitalized for the coronavirus, with 96 in ICU and 53 on a ventilator. Following the CDC and the FDA guidelines, Governor Andy Beshear announced Tuesday morning that Johnson & Johnson one-dose vaccine is being suspended from use.
Here is what we know. There have been 6.8 million overall vaccines of Johnson & Johnson that have been administered in the United States. 6 individuals have developed blood clots from that 6.8 million. Each of those individuals was a woman between 18 and 48 years old, and when they started, the onset of symptoms was between 6 and 13 days for each of them. At least one of those 6 individuals, we believe, has passed away.
The governor says he does not believe the pause will last long.
The FDA and the CDC had recommended a pause on the use of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. We are agreeing to that pause, as is, to my understanding, every other state across the nation. We were told that we should expect this pause to be days to possibly a week, but that it is likely not to be longer than that. And they believe that they will find the Johnson & Johnson vaccine to be safe to administer in the future.
From the Channel 9 newsroom, I'm Ron Likens.
Thanks, Ron. As we look at the coronavirus numbers here in Madison County, 28 new cases in the last 2 days, 16 yesterday, 12 today, 79 active cases here in Madison County, but the overall incidence rate remaining in the yellow at 8.6, a slight increase from the 8.1 that we were at yesterday. As we look at the statewide numbers, there are 7 counties in the green, including Harlan County, Bath County, Lewis County, Bracken County, and Robertson County, and 2 counties close by, Powell County at 32.4 in the red, and Wolfe County slightly in the red at 25.9. Also, looking around here, Madison County again at 8.6 today. Estill County has dropped all the way down to 2 in the yellow for the current incidence rate. Jackson County at 6.4, Rockcastle County at 19.7 in the orange, along with Garrett County at 13.7, Jessamine at 12.4, Fayette County at 11.1, and Clark County at 13.8. We do have 2 counties in the green today for the current incidence rate. Those counties are Muhlenberg County at 0.9 and Ballard at 0. The overall state incidence rate has gone up 3 days in a row. Yesterday we were at 10.66. Today the overall current incidence rate at 11.17. In a note from the Madison County Health Department, they do want to remind everybody that even though the numbers have gone down and everything looks like it is headed in the right direction, that we do need to continue to mask up when going into restaurants, when going into stores. Wear your mask, social distance. Let's continue to use those guidelines to help continue to stop the spread of this thing. Even though the vaccines are out, still do your part in continuing to follow those CDC guidelines. EKU has continued to update us on their case count within the university. Today there have been 252 total cases. That's not just today, but for the entire semester in the 2021 spring semester. 259 cases, 82 from residential students, 121 from non-residential students, 54 employees, 2 in the other category, and currently only 11 of those are still active. If you or somebody you know has some symptoms of COVID-19, there are still plenty of places to go, not only for a test, but also to get the vaccine. We'll tell you about the White House Clinic, which is offering those. Tomorrow you can go over to the McKee White House Clinic from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., to the Richmond Big Hill Christian Church from 9 a.m. to 5:30, and the Mount Vernon White House Clinic from 9 to 5 p.m. tomorrow. If you are looking to get the vaccine, the White House Clinic is offering that as well. You can call 1-855-WH-APPTS. That's for an appointment to get a COVID-19 vaccine. Appointments are available for anyone 18 years or older. So call today and set up your appointment at the White House Clinic for your COVID-19 vaccine. Folks, we do want to remind you we were supposed to have softball on the airwaves tonight, but due to the impending weather, the softball game, as of right now, is still on, but we will not be able to do it because of equipment purposes. No softball game on WBON tonight. We will keep keep you up to date with the score of the Madison Southern Lafayette game if it is still on, and we'll get another game on the week for you coming up later on sometime this week. From all of us, folks, have a great rest of your week. We'll see you tomorrow, same time and same place at 3 p.m. for your daily community briefing on WBON TV, Channel 9.